Hey, welcome to Frost Giant Studios. I'm Gerald, also known as FGS Gerald, Gerald of Trivia. I'm the comms guy.
This guy is super awesome, by the way, in the way he talks to us, how we communicate, always has an open ear, always has some kind of suggestions, responds in no time. This guy's good.
When you're engaging on Reddit, going to our communities, you're talking to me. And this is where we make Stormgate.
I got this mouse pad.
Let's show you around, give you a taste of what it is that we're building. Let's go. Hey, Josie, how's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, good. What are you doing today?
Today we're
New unit.
reviewing some Infernal assets that we have in the game and working on materials and textures.
So, just to keep you all in the loop, at the very, very first presentation, we only saw the human units and buildings, etc. And then during Gamescom, I think, or even before, the first Infernal units were released. This guy here and the little ones. So let's see what they did since then.
Right now we're really focused on the Infernal faction and constructing a lot of the models, materials, and stuff from the concept art that we've created previously.
This thing is new. And I gotta say, it's pretty great. The hands are already pretty recognizable from the claws here and also the hands there. Looks a little bit like Reaper of Souls-esque, I want to say, but in a pretty original way. I like it.
We've shown concept art already, but this is what internally we call the Spriggan. So we kind of do a blend of the idle animation where he's swaying back and forth, and then the wing flap animation that we kind of layer on top in Unreal. And so this allows us to kind of decouple the two animations and control one differently from another. And so this unit flies around and he's able to attack pretty quickly, and we're just kind of still dialing in the balance and everything for that one.
This is pretty damn cool. This is the first unit of the Infernals where I say, yeah, dope. They're throwing energy balls, I guess. I don't think it's a flying unit. It's a little interesting because they're hovering, but they're not really flying. This looks like they do, but I think it's just hovering, right? I wonder if the wing flapping could lead to too much noise on the battlefield, because if you think back to Reign of Chaos, to the gyrocopter, old schoolers will remember the animation was a lot busier with just one, what's it called? Rotator on the gyro that caused a lot of noise on the battlefield. They replaced it by two smaller ones in the forward direction. Hopefully this won't be too annoying.
So this unit flies around and he's able to attack pretty quickly, and we're just kind of still dialing in the balance.
All right, so, okay, sorry. I think they are flying, at least to a degree, because they can fly over cliffs.
It flies around and he's able to attack pretty quickly, and we're just kind of still dialing in the balance and everything for that one. We do what we call a visual development time of about 6 weeks. When we start a faction, the concept group works together. They have several weeks of just exploring and having fun. And during the course of that 6 weeks, we hone it down more and more so that by the time we're done, everybody has an understanding of what the core concepts of a faction would be. The Imp is a great example of that was part of visual development. And the second we saw that, everyone on the team was like, we're making that and putting it into the game. And that happens quite a lot. We have a pretty amazing concept team. And so we're just getting tons of ideas as we jam through things.
Yeah, I think the concept art is pretty good. It's the question how they look and behave on the battlefield in motion.
Hey, Paul, can we interrupt you?
Oh, hey, Joe. How you doing?
Good, good. What are you doing these days?
Right now, just running some quick tests to see what's happening with some of the buttons. But other than that, I've been working on score screen, trying to get, number of units killed, the resources gathered, things like that. Thanks to the power of Unreal 5, we're using that MVVM pattern, which is a model view model pattern.
That means we can do fun stuff with data and score screens. I think that's really important to analyze stuff. I think in Warcraft it's very simplistic. Even in StarCraft it's still pretty simplistic. In League of Legends and stuff it's way beyond. And could help everyone to analyze games and just get more knowledge about the game itself.
It disassociates the data in the background from the UI so that we can throw up multiple UIs using the exact same data. We can just work on the views and the view models and have it drive multiple screens. So we'll be able to iterate and do some really cool things with that.
MVVM is a very basic and old concept in programming, especially in business programs. Okay. I can't comment on that. I'm no expert in that at all, but is there something newer that they should use then? Old does not mean bad. All right. So established is maybe a better word.
Hey, Howard, what you working on?
Looking for cool opportunities for cosmetics and various customization. We want the players to be able to personalize their own experience and have a lot of self-expression. We have talked about army skins in the past, but one thing that I'm really excited to share is that we are looking at pets. We all have pets here at the office. We have dogs that run around, and we all love pets, and we think they're really fun. So we hope that you'll enjoy what we're working on.
I'm curious how they will implement it. Like, this is nice. It's cute. Like, why not? But what's it doing? Where is it? Is it on the battlefield in your base? Can it do anything? I mean, they promised that the game is free to play, right? So they need to have some sort of monetization. Otherwise, they can just call it quits after a month. They also promised no pay to win. So these pets can't do anything, really, except look nice. So you can kind of decorate your main, maybe. If that's the way of monetizing, that's totally fine from a competitive standpoint.
But one thing that I'm really excited to share is that we're
good that they think about it.
We all have pets here at the office. We have dogs that run around, and we all love pets, and we think they're really fun. So we hope that you'll enjoy what we're working on. Thematic-wise, I think we want to stay grounded within the lore and setting of the game initially, but as we go on in the future, we're happy to explore various things.
And does that include maybe Easter eggs or anything funny?
Yeah, so if you've been following us since the beginning, there might be some Easter eggs that you might notice. We like to keep it lighthearted and throw in some fun things.
Yeah, this is cool. Like, it's a very small but a very essential thing. Like, if you talk to someone who played the Warcraft campaign, I would say 50% of the people know that you can explode the critters by clicking on them. And that is just somehow burned into their memories. So stuff like this is very important to establish a brand.
We've been heavily inspired by Blizzard, RTS, and expansions and the epic stories that they've told. Here at Frost Giant, we want to be able to tell that story seasonally and be able to deliver that content on a much regular cadence to players so they can enjoy that content for many years to come.
I like it. I don't know if that's the first time they release it, but seasonal campaign updates or story updates keeps you engaged if the story is good and if it's enough. Like it's a little risky, I think, because how much will it cost? How many missions? How much content is it? It has to be good, and if the story is good, it can keep people engaged. And then if it keeps things fresh with the seasonal update that is also optional, I can see this become very successful.
Matt, can you tell us a little bit about what you're working on?
We were working with Mr. Weber at DreamHack. He was previously our boss when we did the DreamHack broadcasts and tournaments. Good lad.
Production tasks, but I would say the most exciting thing is working on the next iteration of our war chest, similar to what StarCraft has.
So the idea is you'll have some cool missions, different quests, ways for you to earn really cool cosmetics in the game. Totally optional, but we hope players find it to be a lot of fun. We just got to show the game at Gamescom and had a really great showing. Everyone who's played the game really enjoyed the game. We're really hyped to get the game in players' hands. We want to get the game in your hands, so thanks for supporting us. We don't really have a dedicated marketing team at Frost Giant.
I hope it's just a joke. If that's true, I understand what they want. Like, if you want us to succeed, help us engage with our content, help us with the algorithm. But displaying this, I mean, it's a solid joke with the crickets in the back. But if you really don't have a good marketing team, then I feel you're doomed.
We decided to invest everything into just making a great game, so please bear with us. We're working as hard as we can to get the game out to you guys. So yeah, stay tuned and hope you love what we're building. Thanks, guys.
Yep. Wishlist it. I think this is a way better way of keeping us up to date. Because if you're a smaller studio and you don't have the hugest funding of a AAA studio, you're kind of reliant on community support as they wanted to. And then it helps to create a personal connection between the dev team or the company in general and the player base. So now you know 3 to 4 people working there. You know Monk. So that helps. You want these guys to succeed. They're likable. Oftentimes it sounds like they know what they're talking about. So yeah, I think this is cool. Not 4 screens mashing together with a lot of action. Easy to follow. Something new, especially for like die-hard people who dissect every single screen. I think they were able to extract quite some knowledge there from this video. We got a new unit that looks dope. So yeah, I think this video overall is a win. I am very, very excited to play the Infernals. I really want to play these guys. And yeah, can't wait for the next phase of testing. Yeah, I think it was a pretty rough time for Frost Giant in the past couple of months. The videos they revealed bombed a little bit. There's 2 new RTS who kind of stole their thunder a little bit. But back on track, I think. There was also a little bit of a reveal from this video that all the Infernal units were revealed in the video. On purpose, apparently. So those will be the units. Brute, Fellhawk, Fiend, Flayed Dragon, Gaunt, Harbinger, Hellborn, Imp, Incarnate, Magmadon, and Spriggan. So we have only seen like 3 of these. So not even half. I'm curious. And they mentioned creeps. That's nice. They weren't done last time I checked. So yeah, some cool updates. And we'll keep you up to date whenever things are happening.